Okay guys, in this video we're learning how to export our videos out of DaVinci Resolve. So when you're finished with your video project, we're going to head over to this little rocket ship guy. This is our deliver tab. But before we do that, I want to choose what I'm exporting. So for example, I just want to export so you guys can see a small section, and I want to set an in point. Okay, and then I want to set an out point. That way DaVinci knows what I'm intending to export. Now, alternatively, I could have chosen the whole thing if that's what I wanted, and I'd set my in point over here, okay? But I want to do just a small example clip, just this little area over here. So I'm going to set that, and then we're going to hop over to the Deliver tab. Now, once we're in the Deliver tab, let's give it a name. Okay, so I'm going to call this something like Example Export. Okay, and then choose where you're saving it to. So click here, click browser. Now choose something that you'll remember. For now, I'm just gonna say send it to my desktop. Okay, and hit save. Now, all of the default settings are going to be just fine. If you wanted it to be smaller or to change the size for any reason, it's this resolution area here. So my footage was shot in 4K. And the timeline is 4K. So if I do nothing and I use timeline resolution, it is going to export it as a 4K video. If you wanted for any reason to make it 1920 by 1080 HD or 1280 by 720, you've got all sorts of options you can click through here. This is the area where you would change that, okay? Now, something important to note is that because we are going to export those captions or subtitles, we do have to click down here where it says subtitle settings, and this is important. So you click there. We want to check the box that says export subtitle. Okay. And now, right now, their default says as a separate file. We don't want that because the subtitles won't actually be in the video. It'll be a separate file, and then your video will show up with no subtitles, and you might get confused. But what you have to do is click here and click on Burn into Video. This is the one that we want, Burn into Video. That way the subtitles are going to show up part of our video, okay? And that's it. So once we're done and we're ready to go, we can click this guy, Add to Render Queue. And it's going to toss the video up into here, which is our render queue, okay? And when we're ready to go, then we're going to hit render all. But one thing I'll mention as well is if you had more stuff you wanted to export and you weren't done and you wanted to continue working, you could go back and work and you could start loading up this render queue with all sorts of projects, right? You could save the full rendering till the very end and just load up your render queue. So that's always an option, but in this case, we just have the one example. So I'm going to hit render all. It's going to run, and essentially that's it. Then we'll go find the video as soon as it's done, and we'll verify. But that is essentially how you export your videos from DaVinci Resolve. Okay, so just to verify it, we'll go back to our desktop and example export. There it is.
This summer we responded to...
And sure enough, the captions are burned into the video. So success, that's how you do that.